woman without a mustache. Champagne?
Oh, no, thank you.
Will you have some caviar?
No, thank you. I'm not really very hungry.
But you must try the cranberry kissel.
Oh!
It was Stalin's favorite food. For years, we were not allowed to eat it, but now it's back in favor. You can see how irresistible it is.
No, really, Vladimir, I couldn't eat a bite. Why don't we just mingle? Oh, look. There's Alexei Venetsky and Nadia Petrovich. They were brilliant.
Yes, they are superb.
Who's that?
KGB. He's called Ivan the Terrible.
Why?
Because of his table manners. Excuse me, Tatenka, I must speak a word with him.
Of course. I'm sorry. Excuse me. I didn't see you. That was my fault. I apologize. So there I was, with the face of a world-famous ballerina on my back.
Good thing she wasn't a few inches shorter.
I'm sorry, Allie. I really tried. Let's just be grateful that the dress is going to be okay tomorrow. It will be okay, won't it?
I hope so. Because if it isn't, we'll be the only people on our block with an $850 dust rag.
Come on, let's go home. Thank you, Mr. Rosenthal.
Good night, Miss McConnell. Don't worry.
So, you guys want to hear about Swan Lake?
I'd rather hear about Nadia. What did she say when you backed into her?
I don't see how you can joke about something like that.
Well, Allie, it's either that or cry about it.
I bet she was pretty mad.
Well, let's just say that her injured prima donna was even better than her dying swan.
Does Swan really die?
No, sweetie, they put in a little life support system until the next performance. Okay, guys, dig in. Come on, let's go get the dress.
Oh, can't I eat breakfast first? I was so nervous about spilling on the dress last night, I didn't get a chance to eat dinner.
For $850, you can go hungry.
Bye. Good luck. Bye.
Richie, for once in your life, keep an eye on things. Good morning, ladies. I was just leaving to go home.
But...
Clean, pressed, good as new. I will get it for you myself. Richie, where is that white beaded dress I asked you to put aside this morning?
You know, in a way, it's a good thing that this happened. I got exactly what I deserved for doing something that I knew I shouldn't do.
You're right. No one should get away with something like that.
Well, except us, just this once. I thought you were getting my dress.
I was.
That's not it.
You're telling me I worked on that dress all night, and I'm telling you it was perfect. Only my son-in-law, the brain surgeon, he gets the tickets confused and gives it to somebody else.
What?
Hello. This is the dress they were supposed to pick up. Wait a minute, I'll get him. Richie!
How could they mix up those dresses? Couldn't they tell the difference between a white beaded dress and a red knit dress?
Richie, someone is waiting and the other one is ringing. You don't understand. This other customer, he picks up different clothes every morning. He just hands over the ticket, doesn't look, but there's no problem. He's just around the corner. I am not telling you anything. I'm telling them something. Richie, get this phone! Didn't you hear me tell him to get the phone?
Around what corner?
And who is it?
Oh, Mr. Callahan from Callahan's. Richie, pick up the other line! Excuse me. My son-in-law is so busy giving customers wrong clothes, he doesn't have time to answer the phone!
You've got to help me find my dress!
Oh, come on, we'll go get the dress at Callahan's ourselves.
I don't believe it. When he said O'Callahan's, I thought it was going to be a bar.
Believe it. This is either a funeral home or the chicest and saddest cocktail party I've ever been to.
Why would anybody bring a dress here? People don't get dressed here. They come in that way.
All except one.
Bite your tongue.
Excuse me, may I borrow a tissue?
Oh, yes, of course.
Have you seen a white beaded dress come in here?
Pamela's wearing a white beaded dress.
Where is she?
In there.
Do you think that she could come out here?
Not anymore.
You know, she's the guest of honor.
What a nice way of putting it.
Do you know where we might find Mr. Callahan?
In there.
Thank you. No, keep it.
And I remember Pamela.
Oh, come in, ladies. But I'm afraid these two ladies will have to be the last to speak.
Speak.
We've had such an outpouring of emotion, but we're running out of time. Mrs. Van Roy.
When I remember Pamela, I'm reminded of a debutante's ball we both attended many years ago. That was the night she told me she was going to marry Walter. And I knew her father had threatened to disown her if she did, but she told me she didn't care. And she sacrificed everything for love. And that was Pamela.
Thank you. Mrs.
Me?
Yes, Mrs.
Lowell?
Please.
I only knew Pamela in passing. And I'm just sorry I didn't get a chance to know her better.
I'm Kate McCardle, and I'll always remember Pamela for her sense of humor. She could always see the funny side of any situation. In fact, I like to think that she's up there right now laughing at this.
What are you doing?
Eulogizing. Pamela taught me a lot about sharing. She was the kind of woman that would give you the shirt off her back. Literally.
Thank you, ladies. That was a fitting tribute to a dear friend. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the limousines are in front of the chapel waiting to take you to the cemetery, please, and I will join you shortly.
Why did you say that?
What did you want me to say? I couldn't say she was a swell gal and I want my dress back.
Excuse me?
Oh, thank you, ladies. May I offer my most sincere condolences for your loss.
Well, actually, we came to get it back.
I beg your pardon?
You see, this is Pamela's dress. We brought it back to her.
Well, I hardly think she'll be needing a change of clothes.
No, you don't understand. This is the dress she wanted to be buried in.
Isn't it a little late for her to change her mind?
No, you see, we dropped off a dress last night at Mr. Rosenthal's cleaners, and then you picked our dress up this morning by mistake. This is Pamela's dress. We have to get our dress back. It's a matter of life and death. Well, let me rephrase that.
Look, I don't mean to interrupt, but the dress cost over $850, and it doesn't belong to us.
This is quite awkward. Her friends are leaving for the cemetery, and so is she.
We really have to get our dress back, Mr. O'Callahan.
Well, I'd better call Mr. Rosenthal. I'll see what I can do. Please wait here.
Thank you.
Allie, if he doesn't bring that dress back, pretty soon you're going to be saying nice things about me.
Don't be disrespectful.
Excuse me. I thought what you said about Pamela was so true about her humor.
Well, she was a wonderful woman.
And yet, such a tragic one.
Tragic?
Well, what else would you say about someone who was disinherited, had 3 children, lost her husband when the smallest was only a few months old?
She did?
Didn't you know?
No, she never mentioned it.
Of course, her father would never take her back. She worked her fingers to the bone to support those children.
Oh, no.
She even took a second job to send them to college.
That's so sad.
Seeing her today in that gown, looking so regal, meant so much to me. It's as if The old Pamela was back. I'll see you at the cemetery.
The old Pamela. Because of that dress.
Allie, how can we take that dress back?
How can we not?
It's sacrilegious.
It's $850.
It's tragic.
$850.
Well, I could do a little overtime at the office.